New Year's Eve 2022. In between jobs at the moment. Can't really do much else until this lump of wood here is out of the way, which you can't see. It's the top we've been working on that goes over the top of the cabinet doors. That'll be in another video. We finally finish them off. It's still tacky, needs another coat, so I can't do anything that kicks up any dust in here. So I can't clean, tidy, do anything I need to do. So as a result, the workshop looks like a Bangladeshi or Indian ship stripping yard. So I'm at an end. But I do have something that needs mending that's taking up room on the floor. So we'll chuck it up on the bench and see if we can fix it, or at least bodge it together so we can use it. It's not woodworking, it's not a bike, so you know, what could possibly go wrong? I like bench-based ones because I can have you up on the bench with me. So what have we got here? We have a vintage Victorian fan. Only joking, it's not. It's come from the club. We use it when we do the turbo sessions because behind the bikes keeps the turbos cool, keeps the athletes cool. Not so bothered about the athletes, to be honest. The turbos are more important. We've got a couple of these. This one's died. Somebody's been a little bit dropping the fan on it, so you got to see me shifting everything around. Unless I cut that bit out. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. The zoom in, manual zoom. Yeah, somebody got a bit overexcited with the bolts. We've got to get them off. Looks like it screws in from the other side. Yeah, it's got some triangular anti-tamper screws on, but we won't let that stop us. I'll bring you back in a moment. Actually, I'm not going to have a flipping moan. Right, every time I start a video or I start a new section or something, I get going, I start giving a description of what I'm about to do, and the flipping battery dies. Does it on purpose every time. Okay, it's operator error because I should have checked the battery, but we'll gloss over that bit right first, because I have got some anti-tamper bits in here, but I'm not sure I've got the right ones. I've got a couple of square ones. Oh, what's that? I think that's the baby we're looking for. So let's stick that in the end of something. Because I haven't really got anything else. What can I say? I did actually manage to do. Oh, there's another one there. That might be a better one. Maybe that'll reach through. And the problem I'm having is you just can't quite. Ah, hold on. Can't outsmart me. Oh. But you're all shouting, why don't you take the cover off? The rest of you are going, I didn't know you could take the cover off them. Yeah, most of them can take the covers off them. Main reason being is because they get absolutely chock-a-block full of crap. We missed one. Yeah, we missed one. There we go. So you can clean the crap off the rotors. All that stinking athlete sweaty type stuff. Right, let's see if this is the right bit. Sure, we're missing some tighters on there. That seems to be a bit. Right, the thing is with these, they are only designed to screw up, not unscrew. Right, that's the right one. Not that one. Don't know where I chucked the other one. Oh, I just chucked the other one. What's in there? Maybe I didn't try the right one. Maybe I tried the wrong one. No, I did try the right one. Yeah, that's the one. These are the same bits that some of the toaster manufacturers like Morphy Richards and that used to use. I'm not saying that's how come I've ended up with one of these bits, but just saying. down so you can see what's going on. That's not particularly helpful. Oh, look at all them nuts. God and Bennett. That's proper Chinesium style, that. Right, so that's the switch relay. So why did that drop down? Is this something it's supposed to sit in and it just come unknocked? That's the off. 1, 2, 3, off. So the question is, so there was lots of things wrong with this one. I think why they were ragging on the buttons was because they couldn't get it to work. And if you look, that one's definitely sitting lower. But what I can't work out is why that, I'm still not sure why that didn't, unless it's ended up the wrong side of that. That looks like that sits like that. And somehow or other they've pushed it so hard, those have moved out, and it's dropped in. We might have to stick a screw in there, to be honest. I know that they've just got plugs in. Well, one side has, the other side looks like it's snapped off, so that might be an issue as well. Anything in there? Nothing in there. So we might we might drill those out and put some screws in. I think they will take screws. Have to find something that fits. That'll pin the cover in place. We can do the same for that one down there. Yeah, that one might not have had one. Okay. Now so that must be the resistor. And then that, I don't know how that works unless there's a there's only one wire going to that resistor. So that's the feed, that's your live. So then you press that and it, oh, you're looking at the wrong thing. Should we do all that lot again? Right, so the case, the bubbles there, one of them's missing, or it's not got one. It looks like this case is pushed backwards as because these buttons have been pressed so hard, and then that's supposed to hold the buttons up against there. So what I'm suggesting we do to make that a bit more robust is actually drill these out, put some screws in and screw them down into there are some holes behind there. Right, that one definitely will take a screw. Sorry, that one will definitely take a screw. I'm not sure about the others. What's weird is it does look like there's some provision for some other screws as well, but they've just not chosen to do it. The mechanism looks like it's working okay, but what I was saying was that the reason they were ragging it apparently was because it didn't work. That one doesn't appear to go all the way down. I was trying to work out the wiring diagram, how it works. So that feeds in, and then that obviously goes off to the motor. But that looks like it's a resistor there. Or it could be a thermal cutout fuse. I think it's probably more likely it's a thermal cutout. Can't see where it goes to. Oh, doesn't go to anything. Oh, it does. It goes to the yellow wire in there, and the other one goes to the black wire from there. So that is the earth, comes in, goes through there and back out to that yellow wire. None the wiser. I suspect there might be some resistors in the back of here. There's got to be some resistors somewhere. Or it's just using less windings. That's the other way it could work. Don't know. We'll have to. We need to play a bit further. All I know is there's 1, 2, 3 different feeds, and this yellow wire for some reason that's wired into that. So I'm not entirely sure what that is. Could take it out and have a look. Sneaky peek. sort of socket is that? That's the standard socket. Should we have a look and see what it is? I'm just curious. It's either got to be a thermal cutout for if it overheats, or there we go. It's a capacitor by the looks of it. 450 VAC, 2 microfarads. So it's a capacitor. So that suggests that that is an induction motor. Yeah. So this will be the start capacitor. So it could be the capacitor's gone, which is why it wasn't working. Let's screw that back in. Of course, if I'd known it was a capacitor, I wouldn't have just been manhandling like that. I would have shorted it out first. Come on. What is up with this? It's just getting, the screw's getting further and further bent away. I unscrewed it with that screw. It is really going to be one of those days today. Right, so where were we? We were trying to shove that back in there, weren't we? It doesn't help that cable's really tight. Right, capacitor back in. Let's just check the circuits on these. Let's just back probe them. Get the multimeter out. I've got some hot clips. I don't think I have. Right, so we'll just check for continuity on these first. Come on. That's helpful. Don't think that's going to make a very good connection. Continuity. Let's just check them. I don't know if you can hear that. Right. I don't think that's making a good connection. I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Probe both of them. I was kind of hoping to be lazy and just leave it connected to the... Right, so we're plugged in at number 1. We should get some continuity from there. It should be passing it from there to there. Nope. Not shorting across to any of the others. No. Trouble is I do need another hand here. Just to see if it's the switch mechanism itself. So we definitely know number 1 doesn't work. Nope. Let's have a look at number 2. Number 2 doesn't work. Number 3. Number 3 doesn't work. if we've got just a bad wire. Right, let's just go back to basics. What we could have done was this all along. Well, assuming this works. Right, so that would be live. If I was unscrewing it, so we'll just do a continuity check now, just to check we haven't got a broken wire. Right, so we know the live's good. What's not happening when we press these buttons is it's just not making it through. So there's something wrong inside this switch. And because it's the same for all of them, I would hazard to guess that it's there's something inside there that's not happy. Hopefully it does say live and neutral on the other side of that. So I would suggest that we need to try and wrangle this to pieces. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do that. There's just way too many wires in there. I think we just unsolved it. New gizmo time. Right. All right up there. You can't see what I'm up to down here, can you? Right, just sorting out the soldering station. We might have even reviewed these recently. This is the first time it's been used in Angus. This is where we find out it doesn't work. I haven't even plugged it in yet. Right, that's got the shittest, shortest cable ever on it. Flipping Chinesium of the highest quality. Okay, it's not even coming on. Supposed to be an LED. No, that's cold. Am I missing something? Oh, there's a switch. Duh. Oh, that's cranking up quick. Wow, if that's heating up at that speed, that's nearly at temperature already. That'd be quite impressive. I'm assuming these are soldered on. Might have to cut them off. That says it's up to temp already. That's a bit sus. That looks like he's resting on the bottom of the bottom of the empty box. I don't like the camera. It says it's up to temperature. Looks like it's got a good colour. Right. question is, can I unsolder these, or are these pushing? These might be push-ins. I think we're going to have to clip these. They look like they're one-stop push-ins, and there's no way I haven't got a way of releasing them. Unless I drop something in that's slightly wider. Let me go and find another. Skinny probe. Will do. So these look like they're ZIF sockets, or I can't remember what they call them, zero something or other, where you push them in and they ratchet back on the cable. Normally you have a hole that you can. Which one's the tightest? Is it that blue one? I'm trying to get that one out first. If you've got something thin, you can sometimes shove it in, and it means you can get the. There we go. Get that out. So we'll try that on all of these. Maybe this is a bit thick for this. I ought to use a paper clip or something, but there we go. I can always solder them back in later if I need to. Right. Now we're just going to work out why this doesn't work. 1, 2, 3. We still can't do that now. Now I need to take that one off. I need to put this one back on. Oh, you getting all this? Just shove that in there. And we'll just check this. Now the wires are out of the way. Just make sure we're not missing. Oops, wrong. Do you know what? It's just. I have to go swap these for the other one anyway. Oh, I'm going to get any continuity there because we've turned the flipping thing off. No, it doesn't want to play at all, does it? So I suspect whatever it looks like there's some kind of a bar that moves as you press it, and I suspect that bar's not contacting in there with something that it's supposed to. Oh, nearly got something. Oh, so if you wangle that almost. Nope. Nope. Do you want to see what's going on the meter? Turn you off actually. Let's try the last one. No, nothing on that one at all. So, oops. Don't know if we can. There's definitely something happening on that one. Almost. I need to be able to get this to pieces. I'm not sure it comes apart. Ah, you can see more of the mechanism there. Doesn't appear to be moving very well, does it? Yeah, I think we've got a strong case of quality Chinesium here, and I don't think it comes to pieces. I've got a funny feeling if it does, it's going to be. That's not even latching there. That one's still lower than it should be. I think when you press these down, there's a contact on there that goes across and make bridges across to the contacts on this side up here. So I suspect we're all carboned up, but I'm not sure how we get this to pieces, to be honest. I can't see anything that suggests... Oh, that top piece might come off. Ooh. Because I can't tell which way it goes. Let me get my head torch on, which may be charged or may not. Don't know if you can see that. It might be that we can do that clip there, and that'll get this top piece off. So it does look like it's wanting to come. So we'll try and prod something in there. Let's go a musty one on it and get a pick on it instead of a screwdriver. Trouble is, I'm trying to see through the side that you're on, and I can't see anything. Oh, there we go. Do you know what? Maybe old Musty's onto something. Right, looks like there might be more than one clip. That one's off. I can't see anything. Yeah, that's broken anyway. That's something else on the list to be mended. Right. So there's some clips here. Getting somewhere now. I'm going to do a musty and stick it through my fingers in a minute. Aha! Out! Let's have a look at the back of them. Right, so that looks, I don't know if you can see that, that looks pretty scuzzy in there. That one appears to be missing altogether. That's caked up as well. So I think they're supposed to be in there. They're not supposed to be attached to that. So that's welded itself to that. So that's why that's not working. Right, that's welded itself to that one. It shouldn't be there. And it looks like it might be bent as well. So we need to clean that one up. So these all need cleaning and shoving back in there. Same with that one. That one's welded itself to there as well. So we'll get that one off. Yeah, I think this might be toast. You can see it's melted. Look at that. So that I suspect what's been happening is that these have carboned up, and then because they've carboned up, they've been overheating. The resistance has increased, so they've got a bit warm, and then they've melted their way in. I'm not entirely sure how these are supposed to fit in there, to be honest. Well, I think that's how it does it. These get pushed in and then make contact with that breaker bar along the back, which also looks a bit scuzzy. Can I get that out? Where's that just come from? I think that was in there. Nope. Came on. Yeah, I think that's where it goes. We shall find out shortly. Still not helping me get this out though. Aha. Now it's out. Yeah, look at that. That's all caked up. So that wants a little bit of sandpapery love. Go and find some sandpaper. Smooth as I've got, I think. I'd rather add something a bit smoother than that. Looks like it's about 60 grit. That's made a right hole in that one. Wish I got some dielectric grease that I could put on it actually. That might help. The only thing I'm not sure about is whether or not I've got those bits in properly. I won't know until we put it back in. They are pretty melted. They might not even work. No, they were definitely I can't see how these were supposed to fit in here. I think these are actually supposed to slide into the back of these funny little connectors, because there's no sign of any metal down there. I don't want to turn you upside down in case them bits fall out again. Are they metal? I think they are. So that looks about right. It seems to fit in there if you put it in there. There does appear to be something in there that catches it, and that would make sense that they then push them against there. So I suppose there's an easy way of telling. Which ones are we on? We're on that one, and we're on that one. So if I shove that in there, yep, that is right. That's exactly where they sit. Just turn that off, save me battery. So have we done this one? No, we haven't done this one yet. So I think this is, oh god, that's this one. This one's actually in a bit of a mess. It's quite heavily pitted in the middle. Could get my points file on it. I do actually have a points file. Have I ever filed points with it? No, I don't think I have. Right. So let's chuck this back in. We'll just have to live with the fact that it looks like the plastic's completely melted. Right, let's test that one then. Well, that didn't make a good noise, did it? Right. Oh. Waiting for the beep, and I'm not going to get it. Right. Oh! Oh, that's no good, because I'm getting something on there, and I shouldn't do. Ah, will do. Yes, I will do. Because it's actually, no, it shouldn't. It shouldn't be touching that bar. So that means they're all touching the bars, and they shouldn't be. So they're all bent. Right. Well, we'll find out in a minute. It might be the way that's just how it works. Where's the... Right. So you can actually... Right, nothing. Nothing. Right, so that needs bending. We've got something on that one as well. How is this? Oh, I know how. No, you've got to do them, haven't you? Nothing. Right, so that is touching. It shouldn't be. I might have to get the cover off. Nothing there. Nothing there on that one. Right, so we've got something wrong with that one. That's touching, it shouldn't be. That one's not. Press it down. So number 3's got an issue. It needs bending back. The rest of them are okay. It's just that one. It's off to one side as well. So it just ended up the... So it just got pushed to one side. I may have just mangled it. Yeah, I might have just overbent that one. Wonder whether I didn't... Oh, there we go, it's back again. Right. Aha. Right, nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh. Well, that was no good. Right, so that one's not very good. That one needs... That one needs a bit more encouragement. Nothing, 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 nothing. Good. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Checked. Right. Good. Nothing, nothing. Good. Good. Excellent. Right. I think we fixed that. So I've got to shove all these stupid wires back in now. We'll chuck them over there. Of course, I can't remember which way round any of them went. I think the blue wire was the next one. And I think the red wire was the last one. I'll have to go back and watch the video. It doesn't want to play, that one. What's my hoofer doofer? God, that's jammed, that one. Has that ended up the wrong side? This one's the same as well. That's it. I think I've got them the right way round. Question is, do I dare touch it? We like a good explosion. See, that's not a good start. So I'm tipping that one's got stuck on again. If I had to put money on it. Right, we are off. Got the right one there. No, it's that one I need. You're still paying attention. Right, so we're in there. Nothing. That's weird. That's that one. It's number one this time. Yeah, I see it is. I'll wang that out of the way. Right, that should be okay now. Just test that theory. Yeah, I think we're good now. Nope. Yeah, one of these is still hot and it shouldn't be. Yeah, it definitely looks like that one's still too close. With the pick. Need a different pick. Ooh. See, I thought I'd done this before, but it looked like I got it out of the way. Try that. Ha ha! Well, we got the important one on. I'll be honest, that's the only one anybody cares about. We might chalk that up as a win because that's the only one they ever use anyway, is the full tilt. Let me just get my... Are we off? Definitely off, because these things I'm bending are on the hot side of things. See, I could have tested that with the multimeter, but I've gone too far again. I think I've got to... Looks like we lost it altogether now. I think that's slid off the... that's no longer touching the... So I'm getting nothing on there now. If I can pop that off without taking the wires out. Well, looks like I might be able to. Yeah, I'm just checking it's off. In fact, let me unplug it. In case we've got poltergeist or Final Destination going on. Come on. That's it, I've got it now. They're coming off. There we go. Right, so what's up with these? Why aren't these working? That's bent to buggeries. back. Right, camera's just had a bit of a mare. Pushed it all back together. It looks like the adjustments I've made have worked. So off, nothing. 1 speed, 2 speed, 3 speed. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I didn't like going from 3 to 2, but I don't really care. Like I said, it's only ever going to be in that one. That's working now. Right, brilliant. Just got to see if I can button it all back up again. And turn it off before I start sticking my fingers in any live bits. Right. So, this needs to go around here. I think that's the way it goes. They need to drop into there and snug up against the back of that. That'll get shoved down there, and then there's another piece here that goes over the top of that, and in theory pins this in place, he says. So I'm going to hold on to those, which I didn't do last time. I took this to pieces when I was at the club. That's it, you go like that. Right, that's the problem, you see. There's nothing actually holds this in place until it's fastened up there. So if you don't get that right, there's only one place that's all going to slide off, which is really annoying. So let me just swing that back down again. I didn't really want to put these screws back in. I wanted to go and find some more. I guess we've got to undo it again, but the screw heads are part of that, so yeah, I don't see anywhere else that can go anyway. I was just concerned that I've got it in the right place, but I have. Right. Of course, this won't work once I screw it back together, because I've had that loads of times, especially when you've got a dodgy flipping switch block like this. Stop doing that. Right, off. So that's off. 1, 2. He's blowing the doors over there. Let's give it the fan test. Can you see? Poor effort. Yeah, that was already a bit dodgy, which is what I think they've said they would do. What's happening? There we go. I call that a win. I don't care losing number 2. It's up. The contacts are absolutely knackered. It's not going to last that much longer. If it fails again, I'll look at putting a different. I'll bypass that altogether and put an inline switch on it that's rated for whatever this is rated at, and it'll just have full speed. We'll do it that way. I know these fans are 2 a penny, but the club is a non-profit making organisation, and we're tight, basically. There we go. That can go back. We'll call that a win. that works. Right. One less thing for the pile. I do actually have one of the club thermometers that needs the probe soldering back on it as well, which I might go and fetch that in a minute. What do you reckon? Should I solder that back together?